In a world where kings ruled and battles raged, one girl dared to defy the impossible. She was no queen, no noble, yet she led armies, defied empires, and became a legend. This is the story of Joan of Arc, the warrior saint who changed the course of history. Born in 1412 in the small village of Domremy, France, Joan grew up in a world torn by the 100 Years' War between France and England. At just 13, Joan began hearing voices. Voices she believed were sent by God, commanding her to save France and ensure the coronation of Charles VII. Defying the expectations of her time, Joan, a teenage peasant girl, made a dangerous journey through enemy territory to meet Charles VII, the rightful heir to the French throne. She convinced him that she was destined to lead his armies to victory. At just 17 years old, Joan led the French army to lift the siege of Orléans, a turning point in the war. With her courage and divine conviction, she inspired soldiers and frightened enemies. Her victories were seen as miracles. Joan's mission didn't stop on the battlefield. After the victory, she ensured that Charles V was crowned as King of France, fulfilling her divine quest. But Joan's triumphs didn't last. Betrayed by the French nobility, she was captured by the English allies and put on trial for heresy. Accused of witchcraft and heresy, Joan was sentenced to death. On May 30th, 1431, at just 19, Joan was burned at the stake. Yet her faith never wavered. In her final moments, she called upon God, sealing her place in history not as a traitor, but as a martyr. Joan of Arc was declared a saint nearly 500 years later in 1920. Her legacy as the fearless warrior saint lives on, a symbol of courage, faith, and unshakable belief in the face of overwhelming odds. Joan's story reminds us that no matter who you are or where you come from, you can rise above your circumstances and change the world.